Hello world, my name's Brian and this is our YouTube channel. For the last 10 months, we've been converting an old, abandoned 400 square foot garage into a 2-story modern living space on Canada's most southern mainland shoreline. This week, the flooring and cabinet installation continued, but we did experience a bit of a hiccup. Somehow the math just didn't math this week. And while we're a few boxes short, okay, 20 boxes short on the flooring, we did start the edits on our biggest codebreaker project to date. That's right, not only are we building this house, we're building a publishing brand for educators and content creators. Welcome to today's video where we give a tour of the flooring and cabinet installation to date. Let's get into it. Morning, can I have a large cappuccino?
A large cappuccino?
Yes, please.
Anything else today?
No, thank you.
It's going to be $4.29. Coming over.
All right. David, please. Thank you.
Okay.
Yep. Good morning, world. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's a rainy one. We got hammered with snow and cold temperatures, and now today's just raining. Welcome to Canada, at least where I live in Canada. Thank you so much. Bye. All right, step one done. Coffee run. This morning we're heading over to the second cabin build site where the flooring job has continued, the cabinet job has continued, and I don't know how the math didn't math. Somehow we are 20 boxes short on the flooring. Okay, we're here. Yeah, that's the morning we're having there, the wet stuff. All right, let's go. Well, this is wild. This is gnarly. First of all, speechless. I haven't been here in a while, in a hot minute. So, first of all, if you're new around here, this used to be just a garage. We found this property for sale as vacant land. This was deemed a tear down. There was nothing here, no services, no nothing. You probably saw in the intro, we cut this roof off, built a loft apartment upstairs. We've installed plumbing, heat, and you're caught up. Welcome to the humble abode. I can't even believe this. I can't even believe that there are cabinets on the wall behind me. And we're sitting on this flooring. These guys are just so rough on it. I don't know if these are just scratch proof. You know, hey, scratch proof flooring. Okay. Anyway, I don't know how the math didn't math, and we're 20 boxes short. We are 20 boxes short on this flooring. The building itself is like 21 and change by 21 and change. So we're talking 400 square feet downstairs, 400 square feet upstairs, and that's conservative because we have the knee walls all the way around. Well, not all the way around, but on the two ends upstairs. It's got to be 200 square feet, 150 square feet of airflow that's not floor space. How did it happen? I don't know. Maybe the flooring got cut up too many pieces incorrectly or wrong. Whatever. Here's the situation. They can't find it. So they're saying 5 weeks. 5 weeks is worst case scenario right now, but hey, we still don't have plumbing. The services still haven't been connected. They exist at the road, they exist on the property. Ground's frozen and finding someone to dig in the holiday season and yada, yada, yada. Here we are. But this is a pretty badass kitchen if you ask me. So here's the original post. This was all the garage door. So the original header is up there, and so what we did was we added a wall here so that we have like, I don't know, pantry, closet, hanging coats, kind of a space. But yeah, that was the garage door opening. I didn't want to show you the flooring yet. That was the garage door opening. This was the garage. We added an addition out the back. This is where the hot water tank and stuff is going. We plumbed a bathroom here, toilet and shower. Actually, the vanity's in, so that's a trip we're going to do this week. Here as well. The bathroom vanity is in. All right, let's show you the flooring. There it is. What do you think? What do you think of the flooring? Let me go wide angle shot for you. Then we'll get back to these cabinets. There it is. It's gorgeous. So it's a vinyl click plank that looks like hardwood. I don't know, looks like laminate. I don't know what it looks like. It looks gorgeous. That's what it looks like to me. Come over here and do a wide shot. I will admit, I did not account for the stairs. I just said in this video too, 400 square feet down, 400 square feet up. They are saying 6, 7, 8 boxes for the stairs. So I didn't math properly there. I'll own that one. Okay, wide angle shot over here. And whoosh, whoa. 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 Come on. Come on. And those are glass fronts up top, I think. No, I know. Those are glass faces on the top, right? Small space, trying to keep everything as open as you can so you can see what's in those at the top. This is a massive 11, 12-foot ceiling. After all, it wasn't a garage. But now, that's how said kitchenette looks. And that faces the lake. Lake Erie is right out there. So you got the side cabinet here. Stove is here. There's a stove plug down on the floor. Sink obviously goes in here. We have some of the plumbing done. There's a countertop right there. That one's the countertop. It's actually the same color as the floor. It's the same color as the floor to tie it all together. The sink's here too somewhere. I did see a sink. There's a sink. We have a sink. Okay. That goes there. Sink goes there. Fridge goes there. So this doesn't go here. This is just here because boys were doing the floor. This is where a fridge goes here. Some of the uppers have begun to be mounted. We got to move a few. Looks like this is a microwave plug. So there's a microwave there. Here, I'll show you right here what it looks like. That's what it looks like. Pause the video. There it is, done. Glass up top, white, blue downers, white uppers. So, down there. All right, what do you think? Upstairs is done too, so let's go. Lights, camera, action. Nope, not that one. That one goes up the stairs. All right. So we bumped 4 feet out the back of the building. Put an addition on out the back. This is all an addition. This right here is where the exterior wall was. We went out 4 feet, poured, ran all the plumbing services here because this was an original garage concrete floor. Ran all the plumbing services here, knowing now we could build sort of the loft apartment stairs out the back without taking away from the original garage floor space. Pretty smart, I'd say. All right, get some lights going. Don't put that there. Lights, should know where they are by now. Here we are, clean. You throw a dance party up here, it's huge. It's huge, you know, I'm 5'10", so this is another standard size ceiling. And then it comes down to, I think, 4 feet here at the knee wall. But for a primary loft space, plunk a massive bed here and massive hot tub there. And, you know, I'm getting crazy, but it's huge and I love it. It's huge and I love it. The vestibule over here with the standard height ceiling, right? It just gave so much more headspace, right? To account for the slope of the roof. So this is all airflow in here. And this is what I meant when I overestimated the flooring. I just said 800 square feet. Minus that, minus that, minus that, minus that. But we were still short. Anyway, there's how she looks upstairs today. There's the second heat source. So both are electric. So if the power does go out, we'd have serious problems here currently. But we have 2 of these, one here, one downstairs. They're also air conditioning and they're incredibly, incredibly efficient. Here's how it looks from the other side. You know, you could do some kind of temporary partition wall up here if you needed a second bedroom. I don't know. Still have to put a railing in here. This needs to harden, of course. That was just recently done because it needs to sit on top of this flooring edge, obviously. Obviously. So, you're all caught up. 5 weeks on the flooring, waiting on the plumbing. Ironically, the universe, it works in mysterious ways, because insurance emailed me and they're like, weren't you renovating a garage? Because we have a certain type of insurance on your vacant land. What's going on over there? So get all that taken care of. Don't know if it's going to be a rental or a flip. We haven't decided that. If you've been on this channel for a while, we've been down both journeys. We did the Airbnb game for a hot minute down, because we live here at beautiful Lake Erie, and it was great, and it's a grind, but there's a big payout. You know, if you do Airbnb well, there is a payout. We have never done a long-term tenant before. We live in the province of Ontario. If you know anything about landlord-tenant acts, tenants have the rights in this province, and we've just always been apprehensive. We have so many moving parts in our lives, so many balls in the air, if you will. The last thing we need is a toxic tenant. I personally think this should just be my forever YouTube studio office. That's what I think. I'm just gonna start living in the YouTube studio office right here. Show you the bathroom while we're down here. I love this, you know, it's all one floor throughout, no transition strips. So here we go, here we are. Still gotta get a toilet going in here. Got the baseboard heat here because we sit on the ground. It's a concrete garage floor. Again, we gotta go pick up the vanity. It's in, it's arrived, it's going in there. Plugs and, you know, pot lights still to do and things like that. And we gotta get the plumbing connected here, but that's how it looks today. Gonna finish in here too. This is obviously just storage, so boys could get the flooring down. Get the flooring down. I'm not sure what that's about, but not me. Not sure. Okay, that they extended it. Why did they do that? Why did they do that? There's a reason for it. I'm not hating. My teacher brain is just so bloody curious. Why is that there? And it's temporary. It's temporary. Show the screw, Aspinall. Maybe it's just to get the straight edge. Maybe it's just to line up the flooring. Like, do you think if they started in a corner here where the spacers are, right, and that's where your trim goes? So you have to allow for expansion, especially on concrete. So if the building is, 70 degrees, but the floor is cold concrete, things are going to expand. Even though this is a vinyl plank floor, you leave a gap, and then your baseboard covers that gap. So let's say they started in that corner and they were doing the flooring this way. They needed a straight edge wall here, but then they didn't here. So what am I missing? What am I missing? Why did they cut this? I know the hot water tank's going to sit here, but maybe they're building a base for that. I don't know. It's out of my pay scale, as they say. I just get paid to do the YouTube stuff. Somebody else get paid the big bucks to do the engineering stuff. Well, now in the publishing world, why don't you face me? Why don't you face me? Don't fall. In the publishing world, in the codebreaker space, edits began on probably one of our most biggest projects to date. So insert clip here.
You want to be able to do those things because to empower them, they have to take risks with you. We have a system built on just take what you're good at. What? Why on earth would an educational system be only based on what you're good at? What a waste. It can be when they're kids and you're making them feel strong and brilliant and capable and you're making them face things they're not good at but do them anyways. Or you can cut all of that, wait till they leave school, wait till rates of healthcare go up, social assistance, addiction, mental health crisis goes up. You're gonna pay.
I do believe we're installing a dishwasher. I think a plan has changed over here, and I think we're going with a built-in. I'm not entirely sure, but that's the word on the street, because we're going to be providing laundry too. It's your one-stop shop for everything. Laundry, microwave, fridge, stove, dishwasher, bathroom. For a garage, it is way bigger than the apartments I lived in when I was in university. I tell you that. I paid a heck of a lot more for a smaller space. Well, I didn't pay a lot more because it was 20 years ago. But relative to today's dollar, I paid a lot of money to live in a tiny space there at the beautiful University of Windsor. Now we're looking at 800 square feet downstairs of livable space, 800 square feet upstairs. And I know it's morning and you can't see outside, but just by simply adding the patio door, you know, you've added what feels like such a bigger space into the front. It just continues out into that green space, and Lake Erie's right there. So feels way less dungeony than it once did when this was just, you know, a garage door that just closed and there was no light and no windows. And, well, somebody stored a classic car in here for 30 years and I found a poop bucket. That's what this garage was used for. Didn't belong to a house, at least not in the last 3 decades. There's nothing around here, but the services are next door, which suggests there was some kind of cottage or plans to build one next door, and somehow the garage came first, and then it was left to rot for 30 years. I pulled Michael Jordan posters off the wall that were put up in 1997 and still on the wall in 2024. Fast forward to 2025, because you're getting this video in real time. Here we are. Well, possibly a shorter video than usual, but things are just starting to get back in motion after the holiday season, and I wanted to provide you with an update because it has been a week. It's been an incredibly busy week. That's why the camera hasn't been out. But, you know, for those of you that are here for the build, here is where we are today. I can't even believe it. Peace and love from Canada's most southern mainland shoreline. Give somebody close to you a hug. Tell them you matter. Don't forget, you matter. If you like this kind of content, you're still here, consider hitting the like button, subscribe so you don't miss our next one, and we will see you all on the next one.